Leased cars requiring insurance. Have you ever wondered if you need insurance for a leased car? The answer is yes, and it is a requirement that comes from the leasing companies themselves. When you lease a vehicle, the leasing company retains ownership. This means they have a financial interest in ensuring the car is protected. Therefore, they requiring you to carry specific types and levels of insurance. First, let's talk about the basic insurance requirements for leased cars. Most leasing companies will mandate comprehensive and collision coverage. Comprehensive coverage protects against damage from events that are not collisions. This includes theft, vandalism, fire, natural disasters, and even animal collisions. On the other hand, collision coverage pays for repairs if your vehicle is damaged in an accident, regardless of who is at fault. Next, liability coverage is another important aspect. Leasing companies typically requiring higher limits for bodily injury and property damage liability than what your state may requiring. For example, you might need bodily injury liability of $100,000 per person and $300,000 per accident. Additionally, property damage liability should be at least $50,000. Another requirement is that the leasing company must be listed on your insurance policy as an additional insured and loss payee. This means that if there is any damage to the car, the insurance payouts will go directly to the leasing company since they own the vehicle. Now, let's consider some additional options that can be beneficial. Gap insurance is often recommended for lessees. This type of insurance covers the difference between the car's actual cash value and the remaining balance on the lease if the vehicle is totaled or stolen. This way, you won't owe money on a car you no longer have. Some insurance policies also offer rental car reimbursement coverage. This can be helpful if your leased car is in the shop for repairs after a covered loss. It will pay for a rental vehicle during that time. It is important to note that while every state has minimum auto insurance requirements, these are usually not enough for leased vehicles. The insurance requirements set by leasing companies often exceed state minimums to ensure full protection of their asset. Before you drive your leased car off the lot, you must secure an insurance policy that meets both your state's legal requirements and the leasing company's conditions. If you fail to maintain the required insurance, you could face lease termination or financial penalties. Keep in mind that the cost of insuring a leased vehicle may be higher than insuring a car you own. This is due to the need for full coverage and higher liability limits. In summary, leased cars do requiring insurance coverage that includes comprehensive and collision insurance, along with increased liability limits. The leasing company's ownership interest necessitates that they are protected through policy provisions like being named as an additional insured and loss payee. This ensures that both you and the leasing company are financially protected against any damage or loss to the leased vehicle.